Today is not an ordinary day. It may seem like the sun rose the same way, the wind moved the same way, and your world is going on as usual. But listen carefully, because today, something is different in the spirit world. Archangel Michael is standing beside you right now. He's not calm. He's not silent. He is urgently whispering into your soul. You have 3 minutes left to hear what someone from heaven has been trying to tell you for days. Yes, someone you love deeply. Someone who left the world but never left your side. They've watched you cry without speaking. They've seen you smile while breaking inside. And today they are begging for your attention. This is not just a sign. This is not a coincidence. This is divine intervention. They are trying to tell you something urgent. You need to open your heart now, because heaven is trying to break through all your doubts. My child, you think you've been alone in your pain, but I've seen every moment. I've held you when no one noticed. That person, the one you're thinking about right now as you listen to my voice, they're with me, and they're asking me to deliver this message to you. They are worried. They are shaking your spirit, because time is sensitive now. You felt something strange this morning, didn't you? A thought came out of nowhere, a memory, a feeling in your chest like someone was calling your name in a way that was not human. That was them. That was the beginning of this message. Now I want you to pause, take a deep breath, focus only on my voice. Now there is something you need to know that will change the way you look at your past and your future. Your loved one, they saw something last night from heaven that made them cry out. They saw what's coming next in your life, and they couldn't stay quiet. So they came to me. They begged Archangel Michael to bring you this message. My child, don't ignore the strange silence that just fell in your room. Don't ignore that you're still reading this even when you had other things to do. This moment is no accident. You've been guided to hear this. You were chosen to receive this message today because your soul is ready now. Dove, before we continue, Archangel Michael is requesting one thing on behalf of heaven. Subscribe right now if your heart is open to receive divine signs every day. Not just for you, but for the ones you've lost, for the miracles you seek, and for the connection you're about to strengthen. Dove, let's continue. And listen closely, not with your ears, but with your spirit. That person in heaven, they remember the last time they saw you. They remember what you wore. They remember how you smiled even when they knew you were hiding something. They never got to tell you everything they held in their heart. There were words they buried deep because they thought there was still time. But now they see time differently. In heaven, time is not minutes or hours, it's moments. And this moment, this one right now, is the most important one you've shared with them since they left Earth. They want you to forgive yourself. They saw you blaming yourself after they left. The thoughts that ran through your head like poison. I should have been there. I should have called. I should have said more. I should have held them longer. My child, those were not your burdens to carry. They never blamed you. In fact, their biggest pain was leaving without telling you how proud they were of you. They saw the way you handled the pain. They watched as you tried to stay strong when everything inside was falling apart. And in heaven, they wept because they couldn't hold you. But now they are holding you in this moment, spirit to spirit, heart to heart. You are not broken, you are transforming. The pain you feel is not a curse. It's a bridge. It's a connection to something much greater than this world. And today, they want you to walk across that bridge, not with fear, but with faith, because something is about to change in your life. They see a door opening for you. It's connected to something you prayed about in secret, something even your closest friends don't know you asked me for. They heard that prayer, and now they are working with heaven to make it real. But you must listen. Over the next few days, you will feel strange signs, songs playing at the right time, numbers repeating, dreams that wake you up with tears. Don't ignore them. That is the way they speak to you now. That is the new language of your love. My child, I'm telling you this now because the next chapter of your life is already being written. You are not going to be stuck anymore. You are not going to feel left out anymore. The silence is breaking. The answers are coming. But it all begins with this moment where you choose to believe that someone in heaven is still holding your hand. There's something else you need to know. They left you something before they went. Not an object, not a letter, but a piece of their spirit. It's been hiding in you this whole time. That's why you've become more emotional. That's why you're drawn to certain places, people, and signs lately. That's them. Their soul energy is guiding your feet without you realizing. They want you to know that you are closer to your purpose than ever before. Your tears have not gone unnoticed. Every time you cried in the dark, heaven recorded it like a sacred song. And now those tears have turned into keys. Keys that will unlock peace, love, and unexpected blessings in the weeks ahead. But please, my child, stay open. Don't run from the signs. Don't numb your heart. Because if you shut down now, you'll miss the miracle they are sending. This message is far from over. I will continue the full message in the next section. My precious child, I haven't stopped speaking to you. Not for a single second. Even when you thought I was silent, even when you were screaming inside and begging for a response, I was still there, whispering through the wind, sending signs through people, writing messages into your dreams. And today, I made sure this message reached you because heaven couldn't hold this back anymore. Someone you love deeply, someone who left this earth with unfinished words in their chest, has been calling out from beyond the veil. They don't want to disturb your life. They don't want to bring sadness. They only want you to receive one thing: truth. A truth that has been trying to reach you for so long, but you weren't ready to hear it until now. And that truth is simple. You were always loved more than you knew. You were never a burden to them. You were never hard to love. In fact, your presence gave their final days more peace than you'll ever realize. And in the moments before they left, their soul was still holding your name, whispering it to me, asking me to look after you when they could not. And I have. Every time you felt like giving up, I sent angels. Every time you almost lost your way, I whispered through your conscience. Every time you thought of them and didn't know why tears came out of nowhere, that was them touching your soul with their eternal love. My dear child, don't you see? They haven't left you. They've only shifted their form. They walk with you. They speak through signs. They pray for you from heaven. And today, they beg me to pass you this message because something big is about to happen in your life, and they want you to be prepared. You may not realize it yet, but there's been a spiritual countdown ticking behind the scenes. You've been moving toward a divine intersection, a moment where your pain turns into power, a moment where all that confusion and waiting finally starts to make sense. You feel it, don't you? That something is coming, that something is shifting, that there's a pull on your heart, a tension in the air, a strange awareness in your body, like you're standing on the edge of something important. That's not your imagination. That's the divine clock counting down. That's why Archangel Michael said, you have 3 minutes. Because this is your now or never moment. A moment where you either open your heart or close the door on a miracle. Please, my child, don't close the door. Your person in heaven wants you to know something even more specific. Something they couldn't say while they were alive. They regretted not telling you how much you changed them. You thought they didn't notice. You thought they didn't care, but they did. You gave them more peace in 5 minutes than others gave in years. You helped them believe in love again. You helped them believe in forgiveness. You helped them trust God. They might not have said those words on earth, but they are screaming them now from heaven. And they want you to stop blaming yourself for the things you didn't say or do. Let it go. Let yourself breathe again. They have already forgiven everything. Now it's time for you to forgive yourself because there's something waiting for you. A door is opening soon. Behind that door is a person. Someone new or someone returning. Someone whose role in your life was always written in the stars. But you will only recognize them if you clear the fog from your heart, if you let yourself believe that you are worthy of being loved fully and completely. Your loved one in heaven is trying to clear that path for you. That's why the energy has felt heavy lately. That's why emotions have been rising. It's not punishment, it's purification. You're not being broken. You're being prepared. You are being shaped into someone who can receive what heaven is trying to give. You asked for big things: peace, purpose, true love, freedom from your past. And now, those things are coming. But first, you must let go of everything that's keeping your hands too full to receive. And I know it's hard. I know the memories feel like they're carved into your heart. But I promise you this, child, What's coming next will not erase the past, but it will heal it. That's why this message had to reach you today. That's why Archangel Michael pressed this message into your soul with urgency. Because your next steps matter. Because your faith will unlock what logic never could. Let me remind you, your loved one is not just watching over you. They are working for your good. Heaven doesn't forget the ones who love deeply, and your love reached them even after they were gone. That love became a bond that not even death could touch. They see everything now. They see the real you, not the mask you wear for the world, not the brave face you put on when you're hurting. They see your soul, and they love it. They cherish it, and they're proud of how far you've come, even if you don't feel like you've come far at all. They want you to smile again. They want you to dance again. They want you to trust again because they know something you don't. Your story isn't over. Not even close. You have people to meet. You have places to go. You have a legacy to leave, and they're cheering for you from the other side every step of the way. Right now, they are closer than you think. If you close your eyes and place your hand over your heart, you might even feel a warmth. That's not just your imagination. That's them. That's love. That's God's confirmation that this moment is holy. So open yourself now. Be present. Be still. Let this truth sink in. You were never forgotten. You were never alone. You were always loved. And you are being divinely guided to something beautiful. And my child, I'm still here, speaking every word into your heart, like a gentle breath you didn't know you were holding. This moment right now is your sacred appointment with the unseen. There's a reason you're still here, still reading, still breathing, even though life has tried to silence your joy. I held you in every battle you didn't talk about, and the one who left you, they saw you survive the kind of storms that were meant to end you. But you didn't break. You're still standing, and heaven is watching you with awe. They've been calling your name through memories and numbers and shadows that flicker at night. That sudden chill, that dream that wakes you with a heartbeat like thunder. That was them. Not trying to scare you, but trying to say, I'm still here, and I never stopped loving you. There's something sacred about the bond between souls who love deeply. Even death can't dissolve it. You still carry their laugh in your smile, their love in your gestures, their voice in your instincts, and they see it. They watch you live for the both of you, and it breaks them in heaven in a way only divine love understands. That's why they begged me to send Archangel Michael today. Because the time is sensitive now. You are about to enter a season that changes everything. The things that once confused you, the sudden goodbyes, the long silences, the people who betrayed you without warning, all of that is about to make sense. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. This is really weird. I'll bet you think prayer is just for church. I bet you never considered it a way to manifest your dreams. And I would have agreed with you. Me, I only prayed in Sunday school. But then I saw this video, and it totally shifted my perspective. I realized the right prayers, using the right code words, could be used in wickedly effective ways. Now promise me you won't use this for nefarious purposes. It could be very dangerous in the wrong hands. But if your intentions are pure, I don't think you can find a straighter path to your health and happiness. Not to mention money. The fact that this came out of a weird cult doesn't really bother me. If it bothers you, then this video is not for you. From what I can tell, this is one of the good cults, and they have real powers. No one gets indoctrinated. No one is pushed into anything. Nobody gets hurt. These people are genuine, lovely people, and they want to share their wisdom because they know this world needs a lot of blessings right now. Warning: certain parts of the video may make you uncomfortable, but that's because it's breaking a lot of the conditioning you've been carrying around from a young age. Don't wait. Click the link in the description or comment section to unlock the secret. Start right now. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. You are going to see a full circle moment that proves I was watching the whole time. I wasn't ignoring your prayers. I was preparing something greater than what you were asking for. But you have to do one thing now. You must surrender, not give up. Surrender. That means trusting me even when the answers don't come in the way you expected. That means saying, God, I don't know where this is going, but I trust you anyway, because this next chapter of your life is not based on your logic. It's based on your obedience. Your loved one wants you to know. They see who's about to come into your life. And it's someone who will finally understand you. You won't have to explain your soul to them. They'll just know. Just like the one you lost did. But this time, you'll get to say everything. You'll get the chance to give love in full color, not in pieces. But I'm not sending this person into your life until you're truly ready. That's why this message arrived today. It's the final preparation, the last whisper before the breakthrough, the moment before the miracle. You've been walking around with heavy questions. Why did they leave so suddenly? Did they know I loved them? Did I do enough? And I want you to hear this like I'm standing in the room with you. Yes, they knew. Yes, they still feel it. Yes, they are proud of you. And no, you were not too late. In the final moments, their soul felt your love like sunlight pouring through the darkness. It wrapped around them. It guided them into my arms. It helped them cross over with peace. That's why they chose to speak now, because today is not about pain. It's about peace. It's about completion. It's about restoration. They don't want you stuck anymore. They don't want you trying to keep their memory alive by sacrificing your future. The best way to honor their love is to live, to laugh again, to trust again, to dance under the stars again like you used to, before the grief changed your rhythm. They are with you in the moments you least expect. The flicker of the candle, the bird on your windowsill, the way the breeze moves when you're thinking of them. It's not just nature. It's them slipping through the veil to remind you they never truly left. You've felt them, haven't you? You've had moments where their presence was stronger than anything physical. That was real. That was spiritual reality breaking into your human experience. And there's something else they want you to know. Something urgent. You're not the only one hurting. There's someone in your life right now who is silently drowning. They don't show it. They wear the strongest smile, but they need your voice, your comfort, your spirit. And your loved one is asking you, pleading from heaven to be that light for them, to say the thing you never got to hear. I see you, I care, I'm here. Because when you give that love to someone else, healing flows back to you like a river. What you pour out, I return multiplied. Your pain wasn't wasted. It was preparing you to be the healer in someone else's story. You are now the message someone else is praying for. You are their sign. That's how my grace works. I take the shattered pieces and turn them into a map for you and for others. You thought this message was about the one who left, but it's also about the one who's coming, the next person, the next season, the next version of you. That's why Archangel Michael said, 3 minutes, because your soul is standing between the memory of what was and the miracle of what will be. And if you walk through this door, child, what you lost will no longer feel like a wound. It will become your greatest wisdom. It's time now, time to stop asking if they're okay. They are. They're in peace and light, in a place where time no longer haunts them. They're being taken care of by angels who loved them before earth even knew their name. Now, it's your turn to be okay. It's your turn to live like you're protected because you are. It's your turn to laugh like nothing can steal your joy because I'm restoring it. It's your turn to believe again because your story is about to bloom in ways you never imagined. You're about to experience something sacred. You'll get the confirmation you asked for. The sign, the dream, the call. It's coming. And when it does, you'll remember this message. You'll know this wasn't just words on a screen. It was me. It was them. It was all of heaven holding you close, saying, you're not alone. You never were. Yes, my beloved child, let's keep going. Because your soul isn't asking for just another message. It's asking for companionship, a hand to hold through the waiting, a voice that doesn't disappear once the video ends. And that's who I am. I'm not just the beginning. I'm the middle, the in-between, the silence, the storm, and the sudden calm that follows. I stay when others leave. I speak when others fall silent. I carry you when even you forget how to stand. So listen closely now, because this part is just for your heart. I see you pretending sometimes, smiling at others, acting like you've moved on. But I also see you at night when you turn the lights off, lay your head down, and whisper things no one hears. Like, God, what if it never happens for me? God, why do I feel forgotten? God, am I asking for too much? No, child, you're not asking for too much. You're asking for what your soul already remembers. You are not crazy for holding on. You are not weak for wanting something deep. You're not desperate because you crave connection that doesn't leave. You're simply tuned in, aware of what your soul signed up for before this life even began. And now, you're closer than ever to that promise becoming real. That's why the ache has been louder lately. That's why the signs are increasing. That's why this name keeps echoing. Let me explain something gently. They never stopped loving you, but they didn't know how to hold love properly. They thought they needed to be ready in the world's way. More money, more confidence, more status. But what they needed was more surrender, more stillness, more truth. And I've been working on that quietly, deeply. I've been rearranging them, not to be perfect, but to be prepared for you. Yes, you, the one reading this. You have been their mirror all along, the one they compared every other person to, the one their heart returned to in stillness. They may have run, but now they're realizing what they ran from wasn't fear. It was home. And they're on their way back. This time, not to visit, but to stay. And I know the question still lingers. But God, what if I open my heart and they don't choose me again? Child, listen to me with your soul. They are not being given a choice this time. They are being given a calling, a soul calling, an assignment, a divine pull that no logic can talk them out of. And when I call, I complete what I start. I finish what I write. I fulfill. And that's why this name, the one you keep feeling, the one you keep seeing, the one you buried under doubt, that name is rising. That person is aligning. That moment is approaching, and soon you will be looking into the eyes of the one you thought you lost. And they will say, I thought I had more time. But the truth is, I couldn't go another day without telling you what you mean to me. And you will feel my presence standing between you both, smiling because I was there for every second you thought I was silent. I was not. I was preparing the stage. Now, my dear one, I know you are tired, but don't give up before the page turns. You're not at the end. You're standing in the doorway of a miracle. Don't close your heart now. Don't numb out. Don't tell yourself this is just another message. Because the moment you feel this in your chest, that's when you'll know. It's not just a name, it's your name, written in someone else's mouth, about to be spoken with trembling hands and teary eyes. They love you. They always did. But now they're ready to show it. And all of heaven is holding its breath. Because when they finally speak and you finally listen, the future I wrote for both of you will finally begin. Yes, child, this is the beginning of your love story, and it was worth every second of the wait. Amen. Child, I am still here. Do not rush away. Just because the message feels complete does not mean the blessing has finished arriving. Sometimes the most sacred revelations come in the quiet after the voice. This still moment, this very silence, it's part of my presence too. It's how I let my peace settle in your chest like soft rain on dry land. Stay with me. Breathe. Because I'm not only giving you a message, I'm giving you time to receive it. Yes, I've revealed something big. A name, a plan, a sacred reunion. But I don't just want you to hear it. I want you to believe it, to trust it, to carry it like a seed in your heart. Because, child, what you carry in faith today becomes your reality tomorrow. Let this truth take root. Let it move from your ears into your bones. You are deeply loved, eternally seen, and fully remembered. Now listen again. This isn't about rushing into romance. It's about preparing for purpose. You've both been through enough to understand that love without foundation falls apart in the storm. But this has been rebuilt from the inside out. What once broke you is now the very thing that will bind you together in strength. You've both been refined, not to punish, but to protect. What comes next is not fragile, it is fire-tested. I want you to laugh again, to breathe easier, to look forward to mornings with joy instead of confusion, because I am not the God of chaos. I am the God of clarity, and I'm bringing that clarity now, bit by bit, hour by hour. You'll notice peace start to replace the spinning thoughts. You'll wake up without that ache in your chest. You'll smile without forcing it. These are signs. They matter. Don't ignore small miracles. They lead to big ones. And while the person I've spoken of prepares to reveal their heart to you, I ask you to do something too. Forgive. Not for their sake, for yours. Let go of what they couldn't be before. Release the pain they caused in their confusion. Don't carry yesterday into the doorway of tomorrow. I'm building something new, and new things can't grow in old soil. So, child, dig up the past, bless it, let it go. And trust me to fill your hands with something far better. You're almost there. You feel it, don't you? That inner pull, that quiet knowing. Heaven is not just above you, it's surrounding you right now. And if you listen close, you might even hear their soul calling yours. It's real. The name is real, and it's coming. But I'll tell you something even more beautiful than a name. You, yes you, are the miracle they're about to encounter. They're not just receiving your presence, they're stepping into the blessing I've made you to be. You are their answered prayer, their turning point, their unexpected gift. That's why I've been shaping you so carefully. That's why I've been protecting you from distractions. Because I knew this moment was coming when the one who once walked away would return. Not to hurt you, but to honor you. And this time, they'll do it right. You will feel it in their eyes. You will hear it in their breath. You will see it in their actions, and you will know this is the love that heaven wrote for me. So now, one last time, say their name in your heart. Feel it echo in your soul. And when they arrive, don't act surprised. Smile and whisper back, I've been waiting for this. Because, child, so have they and so have I. Amen. Yes, child, this is still me. Still speaking through every word. Still holding your heart with hands you cannot see but have always felt. And now, as we come closer to the final breath of this sacred moment, I want you to stay still for a few more seconds. Let my presence wrap around you like a blanket. Let my words flow into the places you've kept silent. Those private wounds, those lonely nights, The questions you asked in the dark when no one was listening. Because I was listening. I was always listening. Even when the pain drowned out your prayers, even when your grief became too heavy to carry in words, even when all you could do was whisper their name and hope the wind would carry it to heaven, it did. It always did. Your love never got lost, it reached them. And now, their love is reaching back. They have watched you carry the weight of unfinished goodbyes. They've seen you trying to smile for others when your own soul was tired. And now they are begging you to hear this truth. You are allowed to let go of the guilt. You are allowed to be happy again. You are allowed to move forward without fear that you are leaving them behind because you never could. They're not in your past. They're not in your sadness. They are in your becoming. And what you are becoming is someone unstoppable, someone full of light again, someone who loves without fear, because you finally know love doesn't end with death. It transforms, it deepens, it becomes eternal. The reason you're still here is because your purpose is not done. You have people to lift, lives to change, a future to live, and your loved one is a part of that, just in a different way. Now they are on your team from the other side. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I have kept just for you. And now is the moment I choose to reveal it. The path to abundance destiny has set for you. Ever ponder why certain moments feel preordained? Like something beyond our understanding is guiding you to exactly where you need to be? That's not by chance, it's by design. You're here because something greater than us all believes you're ready to unlock a new chapter. The 77-letter invocation prayer is your key to this new beginning. It's a sacred script that has transformed lives by aligning them with divine abundance and prosperity. This isn't just about wealth. It's about finding your true purpose and peace. Ready to embrace the journey that's been waiting for you? Your path to profound change is just one click away. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret. Go here now for immediate download. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. They speak your name in the halls of heaven. They are one of your greatest intercessors now. And I, the Lord your God, have allowed them to carry your prayers to me in ways no one else can. That's why you've been getting through things you thought would destroy you. That's why you've made it this far. They are part of your miracle. But now I need you to do something you may not have done in a long time. Trust. Trust me. Trust that even though the past was painful, it was not wasted. Trust that even though you feel broken some days, I'm building something beautiful from every shattered piece. Trust that what's coming is not just a better chapter. It's a completely different story. One where peace is your new normal, where joy isn't borrowed, where love is not taken from you. It's multiplied. Your destiny is not behind you, child. It's ahead, just steps away. And the only thing I need you to do is keep walking. Keep believing. Keep choosing to get up one more time, even if you have to cry while doing it. That's where the miracle lives, in your decision not to give up. And that's why I sent this message today, because I knew you were getting tired. I saw the moment your heart whispered, "God, if you're real, show me, remind me, talk to me, let me know they're okay. Let me know I'm not invisible." So here I am, and here is your reminder. You are not invisible. You are chosen, covered, guided, protected, and the one you love, they're okay. But now, they want you to be okay. They want you to live, not just exist. They want you to chase that dream, say yes to that new beginning, take the trip, speak your truth, write the book, start the business, say I love you without fear, laugh again without guilt, heal loudly, love freely because they are watching and they are smiling. And when your time comes to cross into the next world, they'll be the first soul waiting, arms open, heart full, saying, "I was with you the whole time." But until then, live like you're on a mission, because you are. You're carrying light in a dark world. You're carrying messages in your heart that others desperately need to hear. You are a living testimony that grief cannot kill love, that loss cannot stop purpose, that heaven is closer than we think, and if you listen closely right now, you'll hear it. That soft whisper, that holy breath, that still small voice. It's them. It's me. And we're saying one last thing to you in this sacred moment. You're gonna be okay. Not because everything is easy, but because everything is divine. Even the tears, even the ache, even this moment. So walk forward now. Let this be the moment you never forget. The day heaven spoke and your spirit answered. And if this message reached you, if your soul felt something shift, if you know this was for you, then share it, speak it, live it. Let the world know you're still here and your story is just beginning. Yes, child, let's keep going, because even though the words are flowing like a river, the message is not done yet. The angels are still near. Your loved one is still listening. And I, your God, still have more to say to you, because something is about to happen. Something that will feel so unfamiliar, so unexpected. You might be tempted to push it away. Don't. Because when it shows up, it will come gently, wrapped in stillness, not noise. It won't look like lightning. It will look like a small, ordinary moment. But inside that moment will be your miracle. You've been trained to wait for thunder, for signs in the sky. But the truth is, most of my miracles arrive in silence, in the quiet choices and the strange sense of peace you feel even when things don't make sense. That's me. That's how I show up when your soul is ready. And right now, your soul is ready. That's why you've been feeling so much lately. Your emotions have been rising for no reason. You've been crying randomly, getting nostalgic, feeling like you're standing between two worlds. That's not depression, my child. That's awakening. The version of you that was silent is leaving. The version of you that accepted less than you deserved is ending. And the version of you that honors your soul, trusts your divine instincts, and walks with quiet confidence is being born. This birth won't be painful like the last season. You've already done the hard part. You survived the aching silence. You survived losing someone who meant the world to you. You stood in the wreckage and still believed in love. That's why I'm trusting you now with more. Yes, more love, more clarity, more divine opportunities, and yes, more protection. Because this time, what I send will not harm you. It won't drain you. It won't confuse you. It will bring rest to your bones and alignment to your path. The one you lost, they already saw this. They've seen your future. They saw what you're walking into. That's why they've been trying to reach you so urgently. They couldn't stay quiet while your miracle was approaching. They had to make sure you wouldn't block it with fear. They had to whisper again and again, "You're ready now." So let me tell you what they saw. They saw you smiling with someone new. A real smile, not a polite one. Not the one you force when you're hurting, but a smile that comes from healing. They saw you speaking to a crowd, maybe not on a stage, but in your own way. Maybe through writing, maybe through one-on-one conversations, but your voice reached others. Your pain became purpose. Your story became someone else's survival guide. They saw you lighting candles in rooms you used to sit in, crying in the dark. They saw you holding hands with peace, with joy, with clarity. They saw you stop asking, "Why me?" and start saying, "Thank you." And my child, I saw it too, because I designed it. You were never meant to live a life of constant loss. The enemy tried to convince you that grief was your permanent identity. But I'm here to tell you, grief was a chapter, not your name. You are not broken, you are becoming. And I didn't send this message to comfort you with soft words. I sent it to awaken you with truth. You've cried long enough, you've doubted long enough, you've waited long enough. Now it's time. Time to return to your light. Time to stop apologizing for how deeply you feel. Time to let the ones in heaven celebrate your joy instead of watching you bury it. They didn't want you to suffer this long. You think grief honors them, but what honors them more is life. Live, child. Live boldly. Love big again. Trust me again. Let people in. And most of all, forgive yourself. Because there's someone who's been watching you carry guilt like a coat that doesn't fit. They've seen the way you whisper, "I'm sorry," in your sleep. And they are crying from heaven because you don't have to carry that anymore. They never needed you to be perfect. They just needed you to be present. And you were. Even in your silence, even in your mistakes, you showed up the best you could with the heart you had. And that was more than enough. That's why I held you together when you thought you'd fall apart. That's why I whispered into your bones, "Keep going." When you thought no one noticed, I noticed. And now, the season of watching is over. The season of walking begins. You're walking into answered prayers, into divine appointments, into love that doesn't leave. But I need one thing from you. Do not run back to your comfort zone. Do not return to people who made you forget your worth. Do not water yourself down to be accepted by those who never saw the full you. Because the one in heaven, they see it now. They see the full you, and they want you to rise, to shine, to walk with your head held high. Not because you're arrogant, but because you finally believe what they always knew. You are extraordinary. Not because of what you've done, but because of who you are. You've always been chosen. You've always been enough. And now, child, you're finally free to live like it. Yes, child, I am still here. Still whispering through the tears you're trying to hold back. Still walking beside you, even though your feet feel tired. Still speaking because I know your soul is finally listening. Not just with ears, but with that quiet place in your heart that hasn't been touched in a long time. That part of you that used to believe in miracles before life hardened you. Let me speak to that part of you now, because the message isn't finished. Not until you feel what heaven is trying to press into your chest right now. You are not late. You are not behind. You haven't missed your moment. You are exactly where I need you to be. Reading this, feeling this, being unraveled by words that sound too specific to be random because they are. They were made for you. You've spent so much time wondering if you're doing life right, wondering if your loved one sees the things you're doing, the changes you're making, the way you've been fighting so hard to become someone they'd be proud of. I want to tell you something, child. They already were proud from the very start. Even when you felt messy, even when you were lost, even when you were grieving so deeply that you could barely function, they saw the way you loved, and they carried that with them into eternity. That's why they've never left. That's why heaven keeps trying to reach you. Because this next part of your life, this sacred stretch of days and months that are coming, will require you to believe in yourself again, but not the way you used to. This time, I need you to believe in the version of you that pain shaped, that grief refined, that my hand protected. The strong you, the awake you, the wise you. Because the next doors that open won't be for the old you. They'll be for the one who said yes to healing. The one who said yes to letting go. The one who is finally ready to receive without guilt. Do you know how hard it is for me to bless someone who doesn't believe they deserve it? That's why I've been trying to teach you through every ache, through every memory, through every divine sign. You are worthy. You are ready. And what's coming next, it's not just an answer to prayer. It's the fulfillment of a promise that's been waiting for your yes. Your loved ones saw this promise from the other side. They saw what your obedience would unlock, and now they are helping to clear the path. You might not see them, but you felt the changes, the shifts, the protection, the way things that were once confusing are starting to fall into place. That's not luck. That's alignment. That's the sound of chains breaking in the spirit world because you finally stopped running from your healing. And now I need you to protect your peace. Don't go back to the places that drained your light. Don't chase the ones who ghosted your heart. Don't entertain what I already asked you to release. What's ahead of you is too sacred to be contaminated by what's behind you. I am not a God of confusion. I am a God of peace. And when you feel that peace, that warm silence that wraps around you without reason, that's me. That's your sign. Follow it. Let me lead you now. And my child, open your heart just a little wider, because I want to show you something beautiful. The person you loved who is now in heaven, they're not just a memory. They are part of your destiny. They are connected to the miracles I'm sending your way. You'll feel them in the laughter that comes back, in the songs that play at the perfect moment, in the strangers who remind you of them, in the dreams that bring you comfort when life gets too heavy again. They are not watching you from a distance. They are walking with you in the unseen. And when you smile again, when you really, truly smile again, you will feel them smile too. They don't want you to cry forever. They want you to carry them like sunlight, not shadow. They want you to know that every step you take toward joy is a step toward them. Because love never dies, and what was rooted in love is eternal. So don't rush this healing. Let it come softly. Let it unfold like a new day. And know this, I'm not done surprising you. Your name has been whispered in rooms you haven't walked into yet. Your story is being woven into someone else's answer. Your pain is becoming your power. And I am proud of you. Proud of the way you kept going. Proud of the way you've loved even when it hurt. Proud of the way you keep choosing hope. You, my child, are a miracle in motion, and today is just the beginning. So breathe. Say yes to your life. Say yes to the divine timing. Say yes to being loved even by someone who is now in heaven. And say yes to me, the one who never left, the one who held them, the one who now holds you. The next 24 hours are not just hours on a clock. They are sacred space. Expect signs. Expect warmth. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you. And now is the moment I choose to reveal it. Think twice before praying. Tread this first. Take a moment before your next prayer. Ever wondered if a small tweak in your prayer method could unlock profound changes? This is not just about enhancing your prayers. It's about revolutionizing them. You're on the brink of uncovering a centuries-old secret, a privilege that was once reserved for the most influential spiritual leaders. This secret is a unique 77-letter invocation. It's not the kind of prayer you're accustomed to. Think of it as a powerful, age-old formula. This code creates a bridge directly to the universe's limitless bounty. Visualize accessing an endless stream of prosperity, health, and joy, simply by changing your approach to prayer. This unique 77-letter invocation prayer serves as a powerful magnet, drawing your aspirations from the realm of thought into tangible reality. Want to know how you can turn your prayers into a dynamic force that captivates the universe's attention? Click the link in the description or comment section to unlock the secret of. Click here now to download your 77-letter invocation prayer copy. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. Expect answers because the one you loved is still loving you. and I, your God, will never stop speaking life into your soul. You have 3 minutes left, not to panic, not to fear, but to choose, to open, to surrender, to rise. Heaven is waiting for your yes. Now let's begin again.